We have such sights to show you.
Hi, everybody. I'm the drunk kitten Tribbles. Welcome to Ultimate Radio Show, right here on YouTube. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Hey, and I hope you all brought some beers.
I don't need no doctor, 'cause I know what's in me. I don't need no doctor, no, 'cause I know what's in me. Yeah. Been too long away from a man, coming down with a misery. Yeah.
Hi everybody, welcome to Ultimate Radio Show today. I am the High Command, and I'm here with the drunk kitten Tribbles. Today we're going to cover one of the songs that's been covered by a ton of different bands. But today's version we're mainly going to hit on is the version by the band Wasp, the heavy metal band. Now, a lot of people attribute this song to first being written by Ray Charles, but that's not the case. The actual writer was Nick Ashford and Valerie Simpson, the songwriting team of Ashford and Simpson.
Hi, everybody. Hey, this is Tribbles. Hey, boss. Yeah, Ashford and Simpson. They were actually a pair of writers for Motown, and they were also performers. They actually recorded this song, I Don't Need No Doctor, first, but it never became a hit and it never went anywhere till later in 1966 when Ray Charles decided to do a cover.
All right, kitten, yeah. Ashford and Simpson were a married couple, like I said, and they actually wrote quite a few famous songs. The Guess Who have recorded their songs, The Fifth Dimension, Chuck Jackson, the Shirelles. They're known for the song Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which they also wrote. And yeah, they just, like I say, they recorded this, it went nowhere. Ray Charles grabbed it and had a huge hit with it.
I don't need no doctor, 'cause I know what's in me. Oh yeah. I don't need no doctor, 'cause I know what's in me. What I say, I've been too long away from my baby, but I'm coming down with a misery. I don't need no I want my baby. I don't need no
All right, boss. Yeah. No, that's a pretty cool version, but hey, I don't need no doctor. I need some beers. But hey, today we're going to be doing the version by the heavy metal band Wasp.
Right, kitten? Yeah. I didn't even know this version was out there until a little while back when I found it, and it's definitely probably the hardest rocking version I've seen, discounting, of course, the Humble Pie version that came out in the early 70s, which kicks butt pretty good too. So, hey, let's go ahead and get started.
I don't need no doctor.
Yeah, Wasp has been called shock metal, glam metal, all sorts of different things. I think they're one of the best heavy metal bands that came out in the, in the early 80s. Blackie Lawless, the bass player, even though he looks like a big spider, he's got a killer singing voice. The rest of the band looks like axe murderers, but hey, that was all part of the heavy metal persona back in the day.
All right, boss, yeah. They released their first record in 1984, and they did get a lot of MTV play with songs like Love Machine and I Want to Be Somebody. Yeah, no, they were just the basic, really good heavy metal band from back in the day. All right, boss, yeah. Back in the 80s, Wasp and a lot of other heavy metal bands became targets for Tipper Gore and the PMRC, who wanted to censor music, not just heavy metal, but all music. And that was no bueno.
That's a true story, Kitten. Yeah, bands back in those days were actually getting death threats. Concert halls were getting bomb threats, and Blackie himself was actually shot at twice. But, no, I just thought that was a very good version to cover. Probably a little respect on the part of Wasp covering an older song. Yeah, I hope you liked it. Like I say, we're going to always do something different here on Ultimate Radio Show, but now I think it's time for the Kitten and I to get out of here, so we'll see you on the next video.